After finishing my NYC in New York in January, I packed up everything I owned and moved to a new city, the city I've always wanted to live in. I moved to Abuja. I traveled by road and we passed about 6 states before we got to Abuja. And to be very honest, the journey wasn't that very pleasant because I got to Abuja in the night. To even think that the vehicle before us where the people were kidnapped or something, it was terrible. So my host picked me up by 1 a.m. the next morning, and this is me at her place. The weather in that area was hot and cold at the same time. To think I broke a blender in her house. And this is where my house hunting started. I got this thing, we call it Erike here, sugarcane. So I got to this first place and I said this was the house. I wasn't going to look for another house again because it ticked all my boxes. It was affordable. I finally got my review after Sunday. I fell sick in my second week and it was terrible. I was sick for about a week and it was terrible.
Hi. So today, I don't know if I'm hiking or if I'm climbing the mountains. Or this is my first time. I don't know how it's going to look like.
I'd gone hiking with my partner. Now, this is the backstory. So it turned out that the house I wanted, they said the owner was leaving, but then I'd had to wait for about 2 weeks. And because I really wanted a house, I waited, and this is me packing. Finally, I was leaving. And then this is me on my way to the house. And when we got to the house, this babe was still there. Like, she said, I got some of her things. I got this bed frame, I got this couch, I got the fan, I got a lot of things at a very good price, and I was really grateful for the price I'd gotten some of her stuff. And to be very honest, if I were to buy them, I'm not so sure how much it would have cost me. So the vehicle that was supposed to carry her stuff disappointed her. And yes, I also got this wardrobe, and she pleaded that her things stayed in the house, so she was just going to pick it up the next day. So basically, I slept in a room full of someone else's properties, and then that same day, I went to the second-handed market so I could get something, and unfortunately, I couldn't. I went to make some waybills. The next day, I went to the market to get some things from the market, and I ended up buying hot plate. Yeah, I ended up buying this electric cooking stove, and then I made stew that same day. This babe came the next day to pick up her stuff. This is when they were just taking out her properties. I didn't do anything that day because I was waiting for her to take off her things. Now, this is me repainting my house. I had to take off her previous wallpaper and decided to also make my hair that same day. I don't use one stone to kill two birds. And to be very honest, I wouldn't have thought all of these things without my partner. He was super helpful with the whole process because it was tiring. And yes, this is the painter doing his thing, and me, I was at the corner braiding my hair. I was already tired because the whole process, I've been doing nothing for basically 3 days. I wasn't doing anything. In fact, let's say 1 month I came into the state. I was basically useless, from falling sick, my business being on hold because I could not do anything. Now this is when they were done with the whole painting. My house is so fine. Expect a lot of content from me. So I had to get my stuff outside so that I could make this video and then make it was a very super exciting process for me, and I'm so grateful.